Hey there, good looking to join me for this total body workout where we kick it off with an abs Tabata. Now, for this workout, I recommend a few pairs of dumbbells from moderate to heavy. So for reference, I have a pair of 10s and a pair of 15s. And then I have one 20-pound dumbbell, and that is solely to pop my foot up on. And you're going to need something similar as well, like a larger size dumbbell so we can rest your toe on it, or a yoga block works amazing as well. And if you're watching this in real time, this is day 7 of our strong and sassy challenge. All right, let's go get warmed up. All right, let's get the muscles, joints, and the connective tissue ready for the workout with a warm up here, starting down on the mat. Taking our wrists under our shoulders, knees apart underneath our hips, draw the belly button towards the spine. Extend your right leg and the opposite arm parallel with your floor. Reach it fingers to toes. Lower, other side. As you reach it with the arm, turn the thumb so it points up to the ceiling, trying to keep that spine neutral while we extend fingers to toes, warming up into the back here. Four more. Last 2. One more. Good job. Right hand under wrist, left hand behind the ear, left elbow to right elbow. Rotate, look up. Knees under hips and apart. Working now shoulder and T-spine. So if you're part of the strong and sassy challenge, this is actually a shoulder exercise. We've been working on bulletproofing our shoulders these past few workouts. And here's a good one right here. Let's do 2 more. One more. And left hand under the shoulder, right hand behind the ear. Good. And you may find, holy cow, one side's different than the other. That's why these sort of drills are great. Get you reacquainted with your body. Four more. Last one. Excellent. Come into a standing position. Let's start getting into those legs. Toes turned out. Feet are really wide for me. Shoot the hips rear. Move into a side lunge. And we're just going to take it side to side. Keeping the toes turned out and the shoulders and the hips to me. Great job. Last 4. 3, 2, and 1. Bring the feet in, hip width apart, hands light behind the ears. Let's do some good mornings. Push the seat rear, hinge through that hip. Learn this hinge pattern because there is a variation of a deadlift in today's workout. So that means we got to hinge from here when we come forward, not from the belly, not from the waist. Elbows are pulled back, pinching in those shoulder blades. Last 3, and 2, 1. Open and close the chest here, warming up into the shoulders. Each time an arm comes in front, it's going to be on the different, either the top or the bottom each time. Does that make sense? Does that make any sense? So here, my right arm's on top. Now it's on the bottom. There we go. Never mind. Just keep doing you. Last 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. All right, we're going to get into those abs, and that'll keep us warming up. For those of you that can't do a crunch, please have your moderate dumbbell. I want you to do a V-sit. So this first exercise, you're going to do a V-sit. So that's if you have osteoporosis, osteopenia. You're just going to hold this neutral spine. All right, beginners, no dumbbell. All right, intermediate, advanced, dumbbell. I want you to place it up to the chest, crunch up, twist to one side, crunch down, crunch up, twist to the other side. Exhale as you crunch up. If you feel this in your low back, get rid of that dumbbell. If you still feel it in your low back, then do the V-sit that I demoed at the beginning. We have 20 seconds of work. Last one here. Time. All right, moving into a core exercise that's also going to get into those shoulders. Plank it for me from the knees if you need to, otherwise from the toes. Now push the shoulder blades apart and pull them together. So protract and retract. Again, on the knees makes it a lot easier. So if you need to, you do it, okay? Let's do one more here. Woo! All right, so those are our 2 moves, okay? We have 3 more rounds. So V-sit or join me, crunch and twist. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Last one. Woo! All right, we got that plank. So with the plank, we're thinking about pulling the shoulder blades apart and then pulling them together, okay? Go. From the knees or toes. Try to keep the head still. This is gonna make it pretty spicy for your mid-back, which is what we want. Working, strengthening the posture. Woo! One more. All right. Great job. Here we go. V-sit. And again, that V-sit is a nice tall spine. No rounding of the spine or join me. Last 2. One more. Woo. All right, we're planking. Whew, this one's really making my shoulders burn. It's awesome, huh? Ready? Go. Toes or knees. Keep breathing. All right. One more of each. We'll grab a water and move into our strength portion of the workout. Whew. Here we go. V-sit or join me. I was going to have this as a workout finisher, so at the end of the workout, and I thought, hey, let's have it as an appetizer instead. So here we are. It's our ab appetizer. One more. Whew. So, hope you like your appetizer. Hope you like your wings spicy. Here we go. Plank it out. Ready? And go. I actually don't like chicken wings. Speaking of appetizers, they just seem like they're a lot of work for not a lot of fulfillment. Woo! And they're sticky. I hate it when my hands are sticky. Time. All right. Grab a quick sip of water. We're moving into that strength portion. The first exercise is we are going to need that heavier dumbbell, or as I said, a yoga block, something just to pop that back foot up on. So grab your water and we'll get going. All right, you grab a quick sip. Let me demo. We're doing a Bulgarian lunge. Now, Mini-Me is going to be doing a standing fire hydrant. If lunges just aren't working or you just want to give your knees a break, completely understand. If you're following with me, all we want is one leg elevated. Okay, the back toe elevated. I'm just going to hold on to one dumbbell and we're going down and up, okay? So let's give it a try. Get set up, holding on to 1 or 2 dumbbells, nice and tall on the spine, and down and drive up. So if this doesn't work for you, you can do a regular lunge by all means. Don't have to have the toe popped up. Or follow Mini-Me. She's going like gangbusters there with a standing fire hydrant to hit the outer hip muscles and making it a really nice knee-friendly move. So we have 40 seconds of work. We're doing triceps today, so that means 3 exercises, 2 rounds. Woo! Let's do one more. Nice. All right, so we're gonna do the other side. If you're like me, just opting for 1 dumbbell for this, do it on the leg. Hold on to it with the hand that the leg's behind you. I know, I just really know how to complicate things today, don't I? Let's just get set up, nice and tall on the spine. 3, 2, 1, and drop her down. You know how some days you have a command of your mouth? Today is not one of those days, apparently, for me. So it's going to make for a fun workout for you. Now, when we've completed this, we'll move into an upper body exercise. It's going to be a push-up drill. If push-ups aren't your jam, mini-me is going to be up there again doing something different. And if that's not you, you're going to do a chest press with mini-me, heavy dumbbell in each hand. Last 2. Last 1. Excellent. All right. So if you're going to do the push-ups with me, we're going to take it wide and narrow. So I'm doing it from the knees, wrists under shoulders. Now step the hand so one hand's off the mat. Come down, bring it in, center, come down. Traveling. Good. So when my hands are off, when my one hand is off the mat, I'm going to go wide with my push-up. When both hands are on the mat, I'm going narrow so that when I come down, the elbows and the head form an arrow shape. I'm going to move a bit through the knees as well to help me out. And if this is too much for the knees, quickly double up your mat. Chest to ground if you can. I'd rather depth. So if you got to go down on the knees, take it deeper, go for it. One more. All right, so we're going to take it back from the top. So you're either doing the lunge with me, either foot on the ground or foot on the dumbbell, or standing fire hydrant. Get yourself set up. 3, 2, 1, let's go. If you're doing the standing fire hydrant, I'm kind of hinged forward a bit with my stabilizing leg bent, bringing that side leg right out to my side. Let's do one more. Woo! That gets a little burny. All right, so we got the other side. Toe up. Your Bosu ball would work as well for this. I know, now's a good time to tell you, right? The last leg. But anyways, for future. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Halfway. Moving into those push-ups next, or maybe you opted for the chest press with your dumbbells. Just make sure the dumbbells are heavy, okay? Chest press, you will have some power behind that. So let's challenge those muscles. One more. Woo! All right. Get set up. If you're joining me, again, double up the mat if that was a little too sensitive for the knees. If you're kneeling, let's start by stepping out to the side, fingers wide, grip the ground with your fingers and take it down, drive up, walk the hands. So this, believe it or not, is another shoulder drill for us. We're working different planes of motion for the shoulder with our push-up. So bulletproof in those shoulders still. However, if you don't have your form nailed for a push-up, you could also stress the shoulders. So make sure you got your form. Elbows aren't flaring out. Core in tight. One more. Great job. All right, moving into a new series, Sumo deadlift. So grabbing onto your heavy dumbbells, Toes are going to turn out. Feet are going to be wide. Bring your dumbbells so they're stacked beside each other. Hip hinge, come forward and drive up. So here's the side view. Forward and up. Or you could try your dumbbells in front too. And see which grip, palms facing you or palms facing each other, works best for you. Your hips are going rearward. You're bending your knees a bit more for the sumo deadlift than you do for regular deadlift. And we're keeping those shoulder blades pulled back and down. Giving some love to the hamstrings, glutes, and hips with this, and a lot of core too. Let's do one more. All right, moving into our back muscles with a high pull. Grab your moderate weight and maybe a little on the lighter side. From here, we're pulling up and then externally rotating at the top and then lowering down slowly. So let's give it a try. Knees are soft, belly button drawn in, engage the core. So we pull up first leading with our elbows and then we let those arms or those hands come up, kind of knuckles going behind us, externally rotating. What you never want to do, you keep going, is this. They call this an upright row, and it's a recipe for shoulder disaster. All right, from shoulder impingement to bicep tendonitis. So here, we're in a safer position. We're allowing that shoulder to move, and we're externally rotating, which is something that we need to do with the shoulder more often so we don't get shoulder issues. One more. All right, tricep extension now. Taking one dumbbell, cupping the ends, stagger the stance so that we're really tight in that core. One hand on top of the other, drop the dumbbell behind the head and straighten. Good. Now this is one grip you can do. The other grip you can do is hold on to each end of the dumbbell with your hands. So always play around with it. What's going to feel best? So in this position for your wrists and for your grip strength. And then from there, let those triceps work. So make sure you're lifting heavy enough that you can feel the back of the upper arms. Last few reps, we're going back to that sumo deadlift. 2 more. Woo. All right, so again, we want to grab heavies. Our deadlift pattern of working big muscles. We can have the dumbbells like this, or we can have them like this. Feet are shoulder width or wider, toes are slightly turned out. Now, push your bum back, bend through the knees, shoulder blades pulled back, and drive up through the heels, squeezing the glutes when you come up. Now take the gaze straight ahead, so we're not letting the head drop. This is a nice knee-friendly lower body exercise. For those of you who are part of the challenge with me, we're doing more knee-friendly. We just did the one lunge and that's it. From there, we're moving more through the hip than the knee joint. And again, just to work different areas of the leg and to give the knees a break. Time. All right, so we're doing the dumbbell high pull. So remember, when we pull up, okay, so I'm coming close. We pull up. We're rotating the knuckles so they're going to face the wall behind you. Abs engaged. Root yourself. Strong in the body. Pull and release. Good. Do you like that way how I zoomed in like this? I know. Yeah. We're real high tech here, Fitness with PJ. No camera crew here. It's just me with a couple of cameras on a tripod. I can't wait till I can maybe one day afford somebody to push record. But right now I really can't justify paying somebody just to push a button. Woo, this is such a good one for our shoulders. Did I say that already? Okay. One more. Oh, yeah. All right, triceps. Just one dumbbell. Again, you got those two options, right? We're going to hold on to the dumbbell like this, cupping the dumbbell, or hold on to the dumbbell end to end. Abs are engaged. Maybe try a staggered stance. I like that myself to keep those hips quiet and drop down and extend. When we extend, fully straighten that arm. Work through that triceps full range of motion. So our last move, we're going to move into our final circuit after this. One more. Woo! All right. I want you to grab your moderates. We're just going to use one for the first two exercises, and then we'll grab the other one, so have it close by. We've got a weighted donkey kick. So I want you to straighten your left leg, place the dumbbell right behind the left knee, and then bend the knee and just grab it there. From here, flex the foot, drive the heel, knees under hips, heel pressing up to our ceiling. If you'd like, you can also try it with your wrists under the shoulders so you're on your hands. We're not allowing that low back to arch. Now, if you've never done a weighted donkey kick before, it might feel a little weird. But if you keep that knee bent and just have that dumbbell post right behind the knee, it's not going to go anywhere. So hopefully you can get used to it, because the added weight is really good news for the glutes. But do your best. If you need to get rid of it, hey, get rid of it. Let's do two more. One more. Woo! All right, the other side. So again, the easiest way I find to cue people to get into this is you start with a straight leg, place that dumbbell right behind the knee, and then bend and lock it in there. On the forearms or the wrists under shoulders, flex the foot, press up, and release. Good. Left knee's underneath the hip now. Pressing that right heel up to our ceiling. Getting into that glute. Whew, two more. Last one. All right. Dumbbell in each hand. If kneeling is okay for the knee, stay kneeling. Otherwise, stand. From this position, hammer curl. Keep the dumbbells facing you. Shoulder press. Lower slowly down. Back to start. All right. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So by kneeling, we are going to challenge the upper body muscles more, because the legs can't help us at all. So you may find, holy cow, I can't do the normal amount of weight I normally can do when we do it standing. That's why. Again, though, if this is irritating on the knees, please stand. So last exercise in our tricep, we'll go back to that weighted donkey kick, left side in 15 seconds. See if we can get one more rep in. All right. So we start with legs straight. Post right behind the knee. Plug the hands right under the shoulders, or maybe the forearms. Being on the forearms felt better. Flex the left foot. Now press the heel straight up. Tucking the other toe under. Breathe out as that heel's pressing up. So your left glute's the working glute, but there's no doubt you're going to feel the right side as well, stabilizing you. Hang in there. One more rep. All right, right leg. So again, straighten the leg, Place that dumbbell right behind the knee. Bend and hold. Forearms, or plug those hands right underneath the shoulders. Flex the right foot now. So that means toe coming to shin, and press the heel straight up. Left knee under hip. Breathe out when you press up. You're almost there. It's our last circuit of moves. Let's get one more in. And nice job. All right, standing or kneeling, final exercise. Curl to press, nice and tall on the torso, shoulders back and down. Now we're going slow with this, especially when you lower. So don't allow your arms to just drop with gravity. Ready? Let's go. Here you go. Curl, press, and down. Breathe out when the dumbbells are going up. Last couple of reps here. Last one. All right, good job, you. Let's do a couple of stretches. This will be a short stretch session, so if you want longer, I'll place another video up here, or if you're on Over 50 Fitness, oh my goodness, you guys can search through stretch, yoga, as well as time to find yourself more. But let's start by just sitting back in a wide knee child's pose, walking the arms forward. Now your hands are mat width apart, and if you can, you just drop that head down to your mat. Feel the stretch to the sides of the body and low back. And let's come up, get into the shoulders some more. Thread the right arm under, palm up. Drop yourself down onto that arm. Now from this position, you can walk your left arm straight up, or I like to walk it around my body and try to grab onto my right thigh. So I get a stretch through the front of the shoulder on this left side. Now, let's take this right arm and you're going to bring it up, lift yourself right up, rotate it, bring all the way up, and bring it down. Good job. Left hand underneath the body now. Let yourself rest on that left side, right arm straight out, or walk it around the back. Good. Grabbing onto the left thigh. Is there a dog here? Yep. Hi, Bella. It's close to dinner time, so she's just let me know she's still here. Two more breaths. Good. Now let's plant that right hand on the ground while we now bring that left arm up and reach. Good. Bring the hands in front of you, spread the fingers, tuck the toes, drive the hips up for downward dog, stretching the back of the body. Feet are hip width apart in a straight line. Elbows are going to come towards the mat a bit, so you're not allowing them to flare out. Ears are resting beside the biceps. Knees can be soft. Heels coming down as close to the floor as you can. And you're pushing those hips up towards the ceiling while you float past and through your arms. Come down onto the knees, lower right down into Sphinx, elbows under shoulders, let the hips drop. Gaze is up, shoulders away from the ears. Little spinal extension here. Stretch out for all those ab drills we did. Now, if you feel your low back getting too pinchy, this just doesn't feel good, try squeezing the glutes. If that still doesn't work, walk your hands forward. This is a great exercise if you're prone to low back issues, especially if you have disc herniation or have in the past. Extension's a really nice thing to do. This is a gentle one. You can even place a bolster or pillow under your chest to make it even more yummy. And 2 more breaths. And press on up. Thank you so much for joining me. Those of you that are part of the challenge, week 1 is done. Oh my goodness. Make sure you head to our private Facebook community for Over 50 Fitness. Leave a comment. Let me know how you guys are doing. And for the rest of you, if you're watching this on YouTube, I'd really appreciate it if you clicked that thumbs up button. It does help this video and it'll help it get found by the YouTube algorithm. Have a wonderful rest of your day and we'll see you next workout. Bye. And this is also day 7 of our short and, I keep on saying short and sassy challenge. Again, PJ, that's what I tell my hairdresser every time I sit in her chair. I want short and sassy, not the challenge. Get it right. We're also going to start with a really cool ab series. As I thought was, never mind. Where we start off with a ab Tabata and then we move on to a full series of strength workouts for the upper body.